Dr Alfons in the mic.
This is The Tribe on One Africa TV, and every week we are striving to bring you Namibian artists that you might never have heard of. In this case, Dr Alfons has been making music since 2012. Where were you? Thank you so much for joining us and welcome to The Tribe, Doctor.
Thank you very much, an honor.
Doctor PhD or just Doctor cause right medicine?
Musicians.
Let's talk about your musical history, Dr. Alfons. Where did it all begin? How did you fall in love with making music?
You know, singing from the church back in high school, you know, in the choir and assemblies and so forth. So it originated mostly when I was at UNAM, 2012, doing music for the young people. And then said, let's put a little bit of spice to it, you know, during our free time. So that's how it began.
And when did you start recording? Like, when did you decide I'm taking this thing to a studio?
Yo, it will be the same year, 2012, you know, in the hostel. And then there was some noise. So if you hear my first album, you hear kind of a little bit of noise.
The students in the background living their life.
Yeah. But it was a hit at that time at UNAM. So we had the UNAM Cultural Festival where I performed, and it was an amazing.
Okay. Now, you've recorded 5 albums already, and only now we are having you on The Tribe. I believe for some of my audience, it's also the first time that they're being introduced to you. But I feel like over the 5 years or the 5 albums, you have learned to do the thing better. You have learned from mistakes you probably made in 2012 to create a better production. But what inspires the music? What inspires your messages in your songs?
Okay, as I'm a gospel artist, I'm a youth leader in my respective community, you know, and I'm a pro-lifer, so I stand for the message of hope, the message of peace. So when it comes to music, I try to incorporate every belief that I have, especially working with young people, you know, give them a message of hope, love, and peace, that we as Namibians, as the youth, we need to rise up now and proclaim liberty to our nation and freedom to what we have.
Only now, though, one of your hits, Taking Over, which, by the way, has a video out on YouTube, is really integrating. It's really now coming to the fore to say, this is who you are, this is your music, this is your genre. It's a very powerful statement that you're making. Why was it important for you to take the message in that direction, fighting the ills of our society that we face?
Yes, mostly when you see gospel is categorized as slow jam and so forth. So, you know, I went a little bit to Amapiano gospel.
You did.
You know, talking to the young people, you
through
know,
the sound that they know.
You know, way to incorporate the police, they came on board, way to close the streets of Akahana, invite as many youth groups as possible, and you know, and just proclaim that we are tired of the gender-based violence operating in our community, you know, the patient killing. And it was during a time that it was so bad, you know, you'll hear in the newspapers and stuff. So as young people, we raised up and just proclaim a message of peace, that we are taking over, but this time is with the light.
Absolutely. And using music, through its powerful norm. Now let's talk about the album that the song is on. That's a 5th album?
5th album.
What's the title of the album? Gravity. Yes, because we must rise, or must we cement ourselves? What's behind that?
Gravity, everything that rises up needs to fall
come back down.
So no matter how darkness tends to rise, certainly light will win at the end of the day. There's light at the end of the tunnel. So my album comprised of different artists as well that are featured, such as Sini as well, and then Franklin and D.A. and Pride as well. They came on board. So those are some of the people that came just to support the album. You know, it's been out since last year and it's on all platforms as well.
Okay. And where can we go and download it? Can we follow you on social media? Also, is there other music videos that are coming out from the album still?
A lot of music videos. You know, check me out on YouTube, Dr Alfons, on Instagram, Dr Alfons Official, and the music you can download as well on all platforms, as a download, and on Spotify as well. That's where you can get my music.
In case you have no idea who he is, follow on social media, look for Dr Alfons, and everything will be popping up. But also, because you probably haven't seen the Taking Over video, here it is on The Tribe.
Dr Alfons in the mic.